How's it going, everyone? And welcome back to the Two Summoners podcast, week
Oh,
8, the eighth one so far. My
look,
name's Corby, and I'm joined, as always, by my 6'4", very muscular co-host, Papa Pike. How we doing,
I'm
dude?
not 6'4". Where did you
I'll
get
give
that
you a
number from?
pass. I'll give
You
you
give
the
me a
pass.
pass? 6'4",
Yeah, you give
guys.
me.
Corby's 6'6" then. I
I'll
don't know if
take
I'm.
it.
I don't
That
know if
was my
I'm.
dream height
I don't know
growing
if
up.
I'm
I wanted to
muscular,
be
but
6'6".
you want us to be 6'6". Well, for all you audio listeners, I'm sorry, but I am flexing right now, just showing my mad try. Set up and working at the gym. So YouTube viewers, if you like guns, go to America. They sell them.
Yeah, audio listeners love you to death. You don't have a ticket to the gun show, but yeah, Papa Pike's literally flexing.
I'm happy
So,
about it.
how's your week going, dude? It is week 8.
Oh,
So,
mate,
what you been up to?
do you want the honest answer or do you want the streamer answer?
Oh, let's go honest answer, man. Why not?
Yeah, I always ask that. Honest answer, I'm so burnt out right now. I came home early from work today because I was about to pass out standing up at work. So I'm well cooked right now. I'm a fresh goose at Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm pretty tired. But I'm pulling through. Got my big event this week, so I'm just sort of prepping for that and preparing my mind. How are you, man? How have you been going?
Dude, bit the same. Yeah, I got burnt out in in January. I did. I
Mm.
was working a lot, and then I decided in January I wanted to do a YouTube video a day. So for like 40 days in a row, pretty much. I went a little bit over, and then I made a YouTube video every day. I was working every day, and I was streaming every day. I was done. I was like sleeping 5 hours a night.
Yeah, no, that's currently what I'm actually at. I'm at about 4 hours plus
Dude.
ish sleep a night, and it's killing me because like I'm going to bed and I'm like, yeah, cool, and I'm just looking at the ceiling and I'm like, I'm wide
Yeah.
awake, and I'm like, I
It,
can't do anything. I need to focus on sleeping, and I just can't. It's fucked.
yeah, you messaged me the other night saying that you're like having trouble sleeping. I'm like, dude, I feel the same. I don't know if it was just like the heat but if you, I feel like once you're overly tired and if you're
Yeah,
like burnt out this week because of like work and streaming and prepping
yeah,
stuff, yeah, I don't want to speak for you, but it's almost harder to sleep when you want to sleep.
yeah. It
It's
is.
hard.
No, it is. So no, I'm looking forward to this weekend. I think hopefully a very chill one. If
Mm,
not, I'll find naps where I can, and just vibe with that. But no, so that's good to hear though, man, that you're doing all right. You're
yeah.
tired, but look, at the end of the day, we're here for a good time. Hopefully a long
Mhm.
time, but doesn't necessarily have to be a long time.
Nah,
Uh,
dude, run it out, burn out by the time you're 30, and then just like we're done.
yeah, yeah, and we're good. Wash our hands of it and just like, yep, see you
Yeah.
later, fuckers. Um, but we got a really exciting podcast this week, don't we, Corby? We got some really big stuff as it is International Women's Week and International Women's Day on the 8th. So
Yeah.
we've got an exceptional guest coming on. But what are you keen for?
Well, I'm keen for the whole week, and I'm also keen for the event that you briefly touched on. Do you want to
Mm.
let the podcast listeners know what you got going on this week?
Yeah, I'll let them know. I think. Well, do we want to? We'll upload. We'll upload a little bit early. We'll do it for International Women's Day. So I'll set it for the 8th. So on the 9th, which is the day after International Women's Day, I'm running a big charity stream. A bunch of custom 5v5 games in League of Legends. Basically, it's a $2 donation to get into the game. So it's a way for players to come in. I will actually be doing a bit of shoutcasting with our guest coming on very, very soon. But the whole night is about just having some fun, trying to raise some money for International Women's Day and to support women going through breast cancer. So I know cancer is a really big thing with my partner, just big in the family that they love looking after that sort of stuff. It's such a big thing for any family to go through. So I know it's really close to home for her. So it's really nice to support this ordeal and actually put some stuff into it. And Cutie was always just like, oh look, you don't have to do it. I'm just like, no, like this is my way of doing it. Like I can't get the money myself, so I'll reach out to the people that I know. So don't forget to tune in 6 p.m. on Thursday, which is the 9th. Had to double check that. 6 p.m. on the 9th, that is AEST. $2 donation to get in. We will do some fun things. If we reach certain tiers, I'll do it like a tablespoon of Tabasco sauce or something stupid like that. I'll cream pie my face if I have to with a bowl
You will
of
do
cream.
what?
What? I mean, with a bowl of cream, not actually like,
Oh,
I'm not talking that, you dirty,
dude,
you sick
okay.
fuck. Um, but I will do lots of fun things like that, and if we get enough people excited, I will wax my chest on stream as well. I'll go get some waxing strips. I'll buy them in preparation, and we can wax my chest if we reach a certain tier. So guys, dig deep. It's a good cause, but it's for a lot of fun too.
I'm gonna get Mr. Beast on. He's donating max amount. You're waxing your chest.
Oh, that's okay.
No shot you're not going to. Yeah, blisteringly hot take. Fuck cancer. I know that's like pretty controversial. That shit sucks.
It sucks, man. It's a fucking hard thing for anyone to go through. Breast cancer, we know, is such a big thing, especially in like Australia and stuff too. It's got such a big thing. So
Australia's
really
got pretty good on raising awareness, like the Glenn McGrath Day, like Pink Days and stuff. So I know it's sick. It'll be good to do some stuff within gaming. I'm keen. I'll be watching. I'll be donating. Dude. I'll be having a chill. I'll probably be at work or doing something. But
I'm actually really keen. I'm really keen just to see, because we've actually we'll do a pre-announcement actually as well. We just had today, literally before the podcast, I had an apparel company reach out and say, hey, we want to gift a breast cancer foundation jersey that they've actually supported and done to the highest donator. So we've actually got some cool stuff to give away. I know I've got a little bit of a raffle going with its own little Papa Pike twist. So yeah, it's actually turning out to be really big, considering I started planning it like 2-3 days ago.
I can see you're kind of excited about it.
Yeah. That's good. Look, it's really exciting. So I've got some really cool people behind me. Might reach out to some esports teams or something, see if there's something they can give out as a bit of a prize too, and really get some big names. So yeah, really, really keen. I don't think it's funny. A lot of streamers, especially Oceanic streamers, I don't see them doing enough of this sort of stuff. I think we should actually try and build that a little bit more, even into esports and orgs and stuff, like trying to get them to do community charity events and stuff like that. That's such a good thing to do, and it gives back. So you know what,
I've done a Be Brave and Shave thing, and I've done a breast cancer awareness thing with like the Breast Cancer Foundation, and that was with Natty. She now fucking co-hosts or hosts, what was it, the international Dota tournament? So like worlds for Dota. So she does that now. So and I still just stream on Twitch and hang out. Anyway, would you like to introduce who we're going to be having on the podcast today?
I think we absolutely have to, guys. We have Profound Rice, a very big up-and-coming, not only streamer, but an esports commentator and caster heading into the pro scene. So let's get her in.
Yeah, sure.
And here we are, ladies and gentlemen, podcast viewers and YouTube. We have Ricey, or the newfound name Foundry, coming in. How are we going today, Foundry? What's going on?
Foundry. Are we sticking with the Foundry, are we?
I'm sticking with it now. I feel like I've earned that.
Okay, yes, hi, I'm Rice. I'm good. I actually did have COVID, actually, though, a week and a half ago, so I'm a little bit nasally, but I think we're doing good. We're doing much better than we were doing a week ago. That's for sure.
That's what we like here. Now, Ricey, what we're going to do is, we always like to start off with getting you to introduce yourself. Tell us who you are, what you do, and why you do it. So let's start with that.
Who am I?
God, that's an introspective question. Who am I?
Yeah,
she just starts crying.
I don't know who I am.
It all started when I was 5 years old.
So, I am Australian. I am a Twitch streamer. I don't know how in depth you want this. Who am I?
Just quick introduction for those who don't know what you do.
Okay, so yeah, I'm Profound Rice, and yeah, I do streaming on Twitch. I also do upload some things on YouTube occasionally as well, and on Twitch, I do stream a variety of games like League of Legends, Valorant, and currently a lot of Overwatch. So if you guys like those games and want to watch the mediocre gameplay, you can come check out my channel on Twitch.
Exclamation mark drops in the chat.
Yeah. Awesome.
Yeah, how long have you been streaming for, Ricey? A long time? 5 years, damn.
Oh,
since 2017.
That's 6 years.
November.
We'll still
End
count
of
that as
November.
6
Basically
years.
December. Basically, it was like
we'll round up.
27th of November.
We round up in this podcast, Ricey, so you don't
We
know,
round up?
7
Okay.
years.
I was saying five and a half-ish years. It wasn't
yeah.
really 5.5 yet.
It could
It's
be worse.
definitely
It could be
over
streaming
5
for
years.
like 10 years.
Yeah, and still.
You have
yeah,
been?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've been making content for ages. Since I was a baby.
Yeah.
You're a baby. You've been streaming since you were a baby.
He's basically
Yeah.
the Truman Show, but less entertaining.
Okay. That's so
You know what's so funny? I said to myself literally today, I was just like, you know what? I've got to stop insulting Corby. Got to stop insulting Corby.
No,
I'm hitting him.
Insulting Corby's the best thing.
I know, but I just be like, I'm always hitting Corby with like the most brutal things,
But
and I'm
no,
just
it's fake.
Can we change the theme of today's podcast to bullying Corby? Like,
no.
it's like
Yeah,
it's
sure.
the P names, Profound Rice and Papa Pike versus Corby.
That's a good boxing match,
That's
actually.
4 P's and a Corby. That sounds like a really bad gangbang porno, but let's not worry.
Wait, don't you mean 3? There's 3.
Three
Hang
Ps.
on.
3 P's, 1 R.
Oh no, but you have 3 P's. You're right. I have 1 P.
Yeah.
Wait.
Oh, exclusive.
Definitely. So,
Oh,
Ricey,
gee.
is there anything you need to tell your viewers?
Maybe.
Well, okay, we'll jump forward a little bit. So, Ricey, who or what actually inspired you to pursue streaming? Like, tell us where the story
gaming.
started.
So, I actually never really watched streaming or YouTube or anything before I started streaming. I just was like, once I figured out that streaming was a thing, I was like, oh my goodness, I can talk. I talk to myself all the time. And I also get really like lonely and I want to make friends. And I'm also really bad at keeping up to date with friends or like keeping in touch. So my brain was like, if I have this place where I can make friends all the time, but then I'm always there forever, they'll always be able to figure out where I am, and they'll be able to come back and say hi and be like, how have you been? I'm like, oh my goodness, I haven't seen you in forever. How have you been? And that's how I can keep friendships going. And honestly, I have some friends through streaming that I've been friends with for like 5 years, and we maybe talk, once every 3 months, or maybe we talk like every day. Like it just depends, we actually can keep up to date. So that was the main reason for me to start streaming was
I feel like
make friends.
a lot of reasons why people start streaming, it's like, oh, I'm gaming, may as well do it anyway.
Yeah.
Or I want to make a community and reach out to people. At least that's what it was, I guess, when we all started. Now it's like, dude, I'm gonna make so much money.
It's the sweatiness. It's the sweatiness behind it now, being like, oh, if this guy can make thousands or millions of dollars, I can do it. And you're like, yeah,
Who makes money streaming? True.
For sure. It was for me, it's always been the social aspect, because I'm very much a social gamer. So I generally only play games with friends generally. The only time I play solo is when I'm depressed.
Yeah, or you just
Have you
leave me
seen
on red. I'm like, oh, want to do it? It's like, well, we've lost a lot recently. And look, it happens. Hey, it happens.
It happens.
I'm old. I'm bad at gaming. I'm just there for the vibes.
Yeah. So if I want to play games, it's generally to connect with people.
Yeah.
So
I get that.
No, I love that. That's awesome.
How'd you find starting off as a female streamer? Like back 5 years ago.
you're testing my memory, but
Yeah, damn right.
basically. When I started streaming, I was playing Overwatch and I was playing with a squad. So basically, we just like 5 stacked, and then 6 stacked actually, because back then it was a 6-player game. Yeah, and all of my friends were also in the chat, and we were just being silly and everything like that. It doesn't really it was just a really slow start, Like I would have my friends would also just plug my Twitch channel into every single game we play, and it was all fun and games like lol. And sometimes people would come in and drop a follow and say hi, good game, and et cetera, et cetera. So that's how it
sounds pretty
was.
wholesome.
Yeah, it was just really wholesome. Like back when you were like starting out and really small and everything like that. It's more about making friends, really. So sometimes we'd meet people in the game, and yeah. And then we ran into another streamer, and I was like, wait, this person also streams. And I'm still friends with her.
Oh,
Right, who was it?
nice. Who is it?
Yeah, Milo Bentley. She's not streaming as much anymore. She's taking, I don't know if it's a indefinite break or completely quit or whatever, but yeah, she stopped I think last year or beginning of this year. Yeah, so
That's
I miss
sad.
her.
Mm.
That's
But yeah,
super sad.
but that's how it started out. And then some of her viewers also watched Loser Fruit.
Oh, yeah.
And so a month into my starting streaming, I got a Loser Fruit raid.
All
Nice.
right.
That was yeah, that was pretty confusing and big. And I also had a cold back then, so I was like screaming and with no voice because I had no voice. So my clips were just me being like, just
I like
dying.
I like.
Did you
that
find it
there's-
harder
yeah.
streaming back then or these days?
Mm.
When you say harder, what do you mean?
Well, I mean, I kind of like leaning into if there's like arseholes in chat or in game or something. Is it harder like then or now? Because old Twitch used to be like pretty ruthless.
Yeah.
Well, 5 years ago, I was really much smaller, like 10 average or so viewers, right?
Yeah.
Up to 15, maybe 20 average. So I didn't really get many
Like haters or something.
No, or even I didn't even really get many gross people actually back then. It was just people coming in because I had a bad camera, I had a bad setup, I had a bad mic. I was blowing people's ears out constantly. This mic is really good. This mic doesn't blow people's ears out anymore.
Wait, do you mean this mic?
Yeah,
I mean, exact same mic.
Oh God, I was sponsor us.
Yeah.
So
I've
this
upgraded.
mic is really, really, really good. For that damage control. I mean, sorry, the volume control.
Damage control. You're just equivalent your voice to damage.
Yeah, damage control. I'm really good for that. Well, I had a snowball at first.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
And
so did I. We've actually gone through the same process. I went blew like the Yeti snowball into the Elgato, and now I've gone to like a Rode, which is new, guys.
Oh,
so
you've got
audio,
a Rode?
yeah, audio listeners, if you can hear a difference, just clap 3 times. I guess that's all you can really do. But yes, I got a Rode, and look, here's the proof. I have the bag. Oh,
Just got
very
the
fancy.
got a bag. Damn, girl. But yeah,
He's
okay,
a little
so
excited about
I'm so excited. It's such a good mic. I'd kiss it, but that'd be weird. I'll do it later. So no, that's really interesting. I think like sort of comparing experiences. I started so differently compared to you because you sort of like started with a squad. You already had players. I remember when I first started playing League, I came in and I started streaming, and at that point in time, all my friends who I played League with decided to quit. I don't know if it was me streaming, but they all were just like, oh no, we're pretty done with it. I was like, yeah, cool beans. So it was just me playing solo for so long, just trying to people. And I just met half these people playing League. I would just plug my stream every single game.
Yeah.
And then people just came and joined.
That's how
and
you start out.
Yeah. And it was, I guess it was nice organic growth, but damn, yeah, like that's totally different experience. So it's nice to see that there's different ways of it evolving out there.
Yeah, no, I also like met people through the games and did the whole plugging my channel through the games as well. But no, most like I had a squad already beforehand. Like I met them like half a month before I started streaming, like a month, like just normal streaming.
okay.
So a lot of my people, a lot of my friends I met just through the game. I was just playing the game, and then I was just like, should I stream? And they're like, yeah, do it. So I did it.
So I guess another question sort of on the back of that is like, so I guess when and why did you get into video games? Like, is there any game you can recall maybe from when you were younger, even pre-Overwatch, that got you started?
Post this in your editing.
Yeah, there's no editing here. We don't edit.
Picture.
We don't edit here. This is
Well,
raw.
how are we going to show them this adorable picture then?
Well, then how
We
about
can
you
put it
just
in.
send it to us? Yeah, well, and I'll just slide it in maybe.
Yeah. Just like brrr,
Yeah,
onto the
across
screen.
the screen.
Across the screen.
We
Hang on,
all
I need to
do
go
a
into
side swipe with our
Facebook.
hands, just for the
Is this
audio
gonna be, like,
listeners. Just so we
Very
can sort of-
young you.
Yeah.
Is this the one of you at your computer? Because I've seen this. You posted this on Twitter. I've
Never seen
seen
that.
this
I did.
photo. Corby, you're out of touch, mate.
I am out of touch.
You 10-year-old streamer. Come on. No,
Oh.
I'm not being mean. Love you, Corby. You do an awesome job. Keep up the good work.
Bully
I
Kobe.
don't know how to find it.
It's on
Google
Twitter.
Wait, I think it's on my sister's Facebook. Let me go into my sister.
Well, maybe we'll
Sure.
keep going. I can find it. I know exactly where to look. So I will find it. How does that sound?
So you got
I
into gaming
am
when
very
you were
close.
giga young.
So I'm pretty sure you were like 8 or 9.
What?
When you
No,
started-
no,
No?
no, 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 no. I was
What?
like 4 or 5.
Oh my god.
You were 4.
I didn't even have a computer.
Yeah.
Gamer
back
at
then.
heart.
We would play Pop Pot, Freddy Fish, Pajama Sam.
The banger games, all on
The
PC.
real games, real gaming.
Man, I had Minesweeper. Don't talk shit. That's all I had.
I had Chicken Invasion. It was like you shot chickens.
So my sister was probably 3 or 4. I was probably, I don't know. I looked like a baby. Okay. Tell me which one you think I am, the one on the left or the one on the right?
All right, hold on. I'll quickly add it in while we're going. How's that sound?
What do your listeners love you to death? Unlucky.
Yeah,
Just
yeah, it sucks to be
pick
guys.
a left or a right one.
Yeah. Could be
You
worse.
are the one on the left, right?
You're on the right.
Left.
You're on the right. I know this.
You're on the left.
I know this.
Are you locking in the answers?
I'm looking
sure.
at it. I know which one
I'm
it
left.
is.
I'm
Pretty sure.
I'm the
It's
one
gonna
on the
be-
left.
Oh no, you're not. So I'm gonna put it over
Yeah,
your
I
webcam
am.
so all the audio listeners can deal with that. There you go. So Corby, you might be able to see that now too.
The one on
So-
the right's my sister. She's older than me
That
by
makes sense.
a year and 3 months.
Mm.
Damn, those are some
Oh.
good-looking computers. That's prime gaming.
Yeah. I think I'm like, I have to be younger than 3 here. I don't know. I must be. My sister looks 3. Maybe she's 4.
What is that?
Damn, old computers had a booty. Look how huge.
Yeah,
that
dude,
thing is.
they are chunky. Look at that mouse, though. Can we just point out that hot pink mouse?
You
A
like
little
my
bit of
Mickey
blue on it?
Mouse mouse?
Yeah, that's lit.
Yes, yes. So I think I'm playing Putt Putt and my sister's playing Freddy Fish. My sister's definitely playing Freddy Fish. Those look like little the bubbles that Freddy Fish has.
She's playing Hearthstone.
Well, actually, so that was my introduction to gaming and everything.
Mhm.
We also played Reader Rabbit, and I hated Reader Rabbit.
I don't know.
That was
any
an
of these
older
games.
age.
You're just saying words to me right now. I'm feeling so incredibly old right now.
Freddy Fish.
Like because I'm pretty sure I'm older than everyone here, right? Not to like,
I'm 25.
yeah, no, I'm pretty sure. Corby, you're 27.
26, turning 27.
Fuck me, I'm turning 29.
Oh my god, 30's around the corner.
Bruh, shut up. It's
We're
not.
sort of
It's
around
not
the
there.
Same age group though. You should have been growing up with Freddy Fish and Putt Putt.
I didn't have a computer growing up
Should've.
because I was old.
I'm looking up Freddy Fish.
Yeah, I
My
can't play it now.
parents played Sims and stuff.
I know Freddy Fish.
Oh, fuck off. Now I need to look it up.
Okay. Yeah, no, it's the face. I didn't even know the face. Yeah.
I
yeah,
know
yeah.
Freddy. Fuck me. God damn
Yeah.
it. Okay, well, let's move on.
You guys did play Freddy Fish, right?
I played Freddy
I
Fish.
know of it. I can't even remember.
I
Playing
remember
it.
playing
probably
it
did.
when I was really young, yeah.
Thank
okay.
you.
Well,
What
this
is
is actually
Kid Pigs?
answered.
Kid Pigs. Kid
Do you want
Pigs.
more? Yeah, there you go.
Da-da-da-da, Kid Pigs.
So, all for your audio listeners, I'm just going to start strobing the kid pic just randomly. And she's
Stop
dancing to
doing that.
start.
You're gonna hurt the people's eyes.
Yeah, it's okay. They'll deal with it. Thank you.
Okay,
This is
so-
audio listeners having a blast right now, though, because they're just like, haha, retinas.
Where did progression go?
Um,
You went from Freddy, Putt to what? What else did you do? Was it all PC or you
I'm
gamer?
busy. I've never really had a real console. I've had
What's
a
that?
family Wii.
Oh, everyone had a Wii, I feel.
Wii was arguably the best console.
Bomb has been
Um,
planted.
Yeah.
Sorry, I don't know what that beeping was.
So what other games did you play growing up? What'd you move to?
Then after that, I started playing Sims, I think,
Cool.
and Warcraft 3,
Hang on again.
and I also played a game called Titan Quest. My mum bought me that. It was a single player game, but I played with my sister, so it was like a double player game.
Multiplayer?
Two-player game.
Multiplayer. Many
Well-
person game.
Many person.
Yeah.
Is that how we refer to
and
League of Legends
then-
now, though? It's a many person player game.
when I was 11 or 12, I think it was 12,
Yeah.
I started playing Maple Story. That's when I
Oh
started
my
playing
God.
online games.
Yeah, I know Maple Story.
I didn't play it. I know that it was big though.
I don't remember it. I
And I
remember
also
RuneScape.
played Minecraft, I think a couple years after that.
Oh yeah, I wasn't. Yeah.
Not much after.
Oh,
And then in
And
year
then?
10,
Year 10.
that's when I started playing League of Legends.
I was 5 years older than you at that point too. Goddamn.
That's weird. You played League of Legends before Overwatch. I thought you were going to be like an Overwatch interleague
Yeah.
gamer.
Oh, no, no, no. I hate FPS games.
Then why'd you play Overwatch?
Yeah. What the hell?
I got sad and depressed.
Okay,
And
so you
so
So
I
you
hated
went
played
and
a
got
game by
more
myself.
sad and depressed?
I told you, I only play games with friends. And if I'm playing a game solo, if I'm trying something new, I'm usually sad and
Yeah, but you're
depressed.
already playing League of Legends. Wouldn't you just be like,
Yeah.
oh, I'm going to just solo League and hate myself? That's what everyone who
That's-
plays
yeah.
League
That's what
does.
I did do. And then I got sad because I stopped playing with my friends in League of Legends.
Oh, so you didn't want
So
to
League
touch
of
it.
Legends now was sad.
Yeah, okay, I get it.
I feel
So
that.
then we started playing Overwatch.
So sad girl hours in Overwatch.
Sad girl hours in Overwatch. And then I
that's
made friends and then I got happy again. And then I started streaming.
That's
Oh.
that's the Cinderella story right there. The glass
Yeah.
slipper, Overwatch.
Exactly.
Who would have
exactly.
thunk it?
But no, when I was younger, when I was like 12 and stuff, I hated Dota in Warcraft 3, the custom map. I hated it so much.
Mm.
So the reason why I started playing League of Legends was to make friends at it because went to a new school. Year 10, I started going to a new school, and all the gamers all played either FPS games or League of Legends. So I had to make a choice between two games that I hated.
Yeah, I just played tower defense games on Warcraft 3. That's like all I did.
Bloons Tower Defense. That's
Bloons,
another
I
game
like
I
balloons.
played.
I actually play
Mm.
balloons. I play balloons.
Anyway,
I'm not
yeah,
good at it.
so Stockholm Syndrome took a hold of me and I played League of Legends for 5 years.
Yeah.
abusive
And then I
relationship.
stopped playing League and then I played Overwatch for like 3-4 years.
Mm.
Yeah.
Mm.
Yeah.
But so
Stockholm Syndrome.
in that, I want to ask Ricey about your move, because you and I both, even Corby as well, we're all sort of looking to get into esports in some way or form. Tell us
Yeah.
about what your, I guess maybe let's go, hopes and dreams of your career in esports, if you'd like to do one. Tell us about what you'd like.
So
It's an
my
open-ended
dream is, I wrote it down somewhere. I think I wrote it down better than I'm gonna say it now. But basically, I would want a world. I want a world where any girl can just play a game or even be on broadcast and just exist as they are without having to be reminded that they are a girl.
Like sexualization kind of like speak and
Not
stuff
even
like that?
just
Or?
sexualization, just exist. Just to be able to exist without being like, just knowing that you're different and everything like that.
Oh yeah, so it feels like you're stepping into a world that doesn't really like contribute or like want to have girls around it. Because I feel like whenever there's a girl on screen, especially in like League of Legends, like esports things, the chat is just like, oh my god,
It goes
poggers.
wild, it goes
Yeah.
crazy. Yes. And I have been on broadcasts where not a single person called me out for being a girl. Like they were like, oh my goodness, it's a girl. Literally not even one comment at all. And I was so happy that I managed to be in that world where I could just exist along with the other 3 casters and no one mentioned anything about my gender compared to everybody else. Like it was actually kind of mind-blowing in a way because I didn't think it was possible.
Yeah, it's
You
something
know,
that I guess has never really even crossed my mind when it comes down to like being on broadcast and actually showing yourself, because I always think when I'm on, it's all about what I'm saying. I never really even thought
Yeah.
about what it's, because, and I guess that's what you kind of like just want. You want people to
Yeah, I
focus on
want
what
to
you're
be called
saying.
shit for me. Sorry, swearing aloud.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah, it is.
So I want to be called shit for being shit. I don't want to be called
Yeah.
girlcaster. I'd rather
Yeah,
be called
girlcaster bad.
shitcaster than girlcaster. Like, oh, who's the girlcaster? Makes me feel But
Yeah,
who's the shit caster? Yeah.
yeah, because at least then you can be like, okay, well, I'm actually a shit caster, because usually you don't know
Yeah.
if they're just saying it just to be a dick.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Oh,
No,
interesting.
I like that.
Do you think the landscape for a girl in esports is better now? You have heaps of people like going into it, so I feel like at least there's something. What do you
I
think?
think it depends on the game.
Yeah.
I think it depends on the community and the culture surrounding that community. And I think it depends on who's in charge and what rules and where they call the boundary. Because I think there are some games where it's fine, like it's normal. Because I watch a few esports. The main ones I follow are Apex, League of Legends, Valorant, and Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
And in a few of those games, there were, female casters, and they're just casting. They just fit in. They just exist like everybody else, and it just feels normal. It feels natural, and the chat feels like it's natural and normal. And they're like, and when they say that's my caster or whatever, they'll refer to their name rather than like, I really like that caster. They don't say I like that girl caster. They'll say I like that name, and like they actually treat them as just another caster. And it's
What
actually
are the good games? Like Valorant, I think would be pretty good, but I think that's because it's new.
I found watching the ALGS finals. I didn't chat was very lovely, and I think the whole scene was really lovely. So I like Apex at the moment for an esports. But that's just for the finals. I haven't really watched much of like the NA, EU or anything like that.
I haven't watched
really
any
like.
Apex.
Yeah, same.
Sorry?
I haven't watched any Apex
Really?
esports. Yeah.
I've heard the latest update is really good. That's all I know. Can't tell you any more
No,
than
that's
that.
I'm really bad at following the updates, but I do watch the games.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
I'm just watching them being like, whoa, crazy. And I'm cheering for our Aussie teams and everything like that. But I don't actually know what's happening in the game still.
So Apex and what was the other one we were going to say?
I think Valorant's so I think the actual broadcast, they are really good at like keeping things safe and neutral. The community though, like on Twitter and in game, needs a lot of work. While in Apex, I don't feel that like the Twitter, there's not like a really aggressiveness in Apex Twitter, but maybe I'm just in the wrong spheres.
Do you think that like is attributed to CS:GO being like almost the granddaddy to Valorant?
Yes, I think it would be. I think that's for sure. While Apex is a lot like more of a newer.
Yeah, interesting.
And what's the type? Newer genre kind of type thing?
Like the battle royale stuff.
And stuff. They're a little bit newer than like CS:GO and other FPS games. I'm pretty sure CS:GO is definitely older than PUBG and stuff, right?
Yeah. PUBG's like PUBG would have been in the last 8 years though. I played so much PUBG.
I played a lot of PUBG, and I was so bad. I was so bad.
It was good fun.
I just got into a car and just drove everywhere.
Sorry, back to the other games. Overwatch, I find is a little bit. I haven't really been watching that one as much, because Overwatch kind of like died for like a few years there, so I'm only just getting back into Overwatch. But I find that when I was playing the game, it wasn't as scary as I thought it was going to be. Like in terms of getting harassment for being a girl. It wasn't as scary as I thought, and I found a lot of like other female players too. So I think the female gamer ratio in Overwatch is quite high.
What, like the percentage is
probably
like
balanced, probably a bit more balanced, maybe.
A bit more balanced, yeah.
Which is weird because I thought there was heaps of Valorant girl gamers as well. I thought Valorant
there are.
So
but
wouldn't the gamers be used to it by now? Because they'll get on voice. Because I feel like it's also a lot of voice games. Games that have voice comms, the second they hear you, they're just like, I'm gonna fucking bully this person for no reason.
So with voice comms in games, I find that it makes people more aware that we exist. So like if you compare to League of Legends, people be like, oh, no girls play it, because they never really see them or hear them or notice them or anything. There's nothing to really differentiate people. While in Valorant, as soon as you speak, people know. So you're more seen. So you're more
Yeah.
acknowledged. You get
Yeah.
acknowledged more. But with the voice comms and everything can come more targeted harassments from like those types of individuals who want to do those. Do we want to do harassment?
Yeah. No, that's
not
it.
really.
Yeah.
Pike says like Pike is big on like positive messaging and stuff like that.
So
So
big.
I don't think Pike's gonna be like harassment.
Yay!
I don't like harassment, okay? Why can't we all just be friends?
Yeah, true.
That's what I think too. I go into every single game. And the main thing I love about Valorant is the voice chat because I love making friends, right? The saddest thing about Overwatch is that the voice chat is not automatically joined in. You can't automatically, it's when the default player, you create a new account, it's default set to not auto to join. So when you get higher ELO and everything, everybody has already changed the settings so you can join the game, join the voice chat. But in like quick play and like lower ELO, people just aren't in voice chat. It means I can't connect with people. I can't make friends with them. So
plus the content sucks. If you
content
can't talk to people.
sucks. Exactly. My content generating. What is this? No, so like also the other thing about Overwatch is that the games are pretty short, like 10 minutes.
Yeah.
15 minutes or so. You can get a 20-minute game. But in Valorant, the games are over 30 minutes, right? So it's a double-edged sword because you can kind of become pretty close and like, have that like connection. I wouldn't say friends yet because it's only 30 minutes. You can build
rapport with your team a bit.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can build that rapport with your team in those 30 minutes. But on the other hand,
We can get trapped
if
with
they
people.
don't like that you're a girl, or if they don't like how you're playing, or if they don't like you being positive and talking all the time, if they it can get a little bit prison-like being stuck into a game for over 30 minutes.
Yeah.
And
That
I guess you can
sucks.
just mute and move on. But you can
sucks
only
knowing
mute
the
and
fact
move
they
on so
hate
many
you, though.
times.
Yeah.
It still sucks knowing someone hates you though. Like
It does
you
suck,
can
it
mute,
does, yeah.
but like I know it hurts when someone doesn't like what I'm doing on Twitch myself. Let alone that being because of an attribute of myself that I can't change.
But I do find like so
I
when
kind
you're
of
playing
disagree.
at 3 a.m., it's a lot nicer. Actually, okay, I don't know if it's just my experience, so I'll need other people to say yes, I experience the same thing or not. But when I'm playing at 3 a.m., I swear every game or every second game, there's another gal in there. We all use the mic and we all talk.
What?
When you're playing in the middle of school holidays, in the middle of the day or in the middle of the afternoon, 10 games go by, I don't find a single girl, but every second game there's some 14-year-old boy telling me to go back to the kitchen.
Jesus.
So what I think is happening is that you get the older gamers, like the uni students and stuff like that, playing at 3 a.m. And so we've kind of been gaming for a long time and we're kind of just more chill and more relaxed and we're like used to like trying to talk into the mic and everything like that and trying to hold our own. So we're like more likely to use the mic than the younger gamers. Like the older gamers might be more likely to use the mic. But also, all the 14-year-old boys who have to go to school the next day have gone to bed.
You're in bed.
And they're all in bed. And so I think the older the gamer, the more equal the gender.
I feel like people just grow up.
Yeah, that's
People
exactly what I was
also
going to
grow
say. Just grow up. Just at the end of the day.
So
yeah.
3 a.m. Valorant queues are fun, is what I'm trying to say.
I can't.
But I'm getting too old for 3 a.m.
That's-
Valorant queues,
yeah,
so
no, not go there again. It hurts.
no,
It hurts.
it's fun, but it's
You're
detrimental
saying,
to your
I'm
health.
hearing the number 3 and you're talking about age. I'm already stressed enough as it is. Okay.
It's around the corner,
Literally.
5:30.
Let's not talk anymore about it. It's okay.
Okay, 2
I
a.m. 2
wanna-
a.m. queues.
2 a.m. Fuck yeah, I'm 20. Energy of a 50-year-old. So I want to talk a bit more again. Rosie, we tangented, but I loved it. I want to talk about how do you see the future of maybe like esports and gaming with more female players and entertainers gamers coming further into the scene, like what would you like to see, or what do you sort of expect?
So I think a lot of us are growing up and having kids.
Mm,
I think. I don't know.
you think?
I'm
Me?
assuming our
Oh.
age group is growing up, right?
You having
So
kids,
a lot of
Rosie?
Do you? Yeah.
I haven't got any kids, no.
Sorry, I keep diverting us. I'm
Rosy
sorry.
cheeks.
But basically, esports, like, okay, League of Legends has been around for 10 years, right?
Yeah.
So the age group is going up, right? And so the new kids are coming. New kids. The older generation are probably having kids and stuff. And I am hoping that these gamers are going to have both girls and boys,
Mhm.
and they're going to encourage both the girls and the boys to be playing games and encouraging them to treat each other nicely and everything.
Mhm.
Because the parents understand the culture better than their parents did, and therefore might be able to like teach them
Yeah,
quicker.
I get what you mean. Also, like to bring it back more to the question, do you think seeing more people in esports, like them actually watching casts and listening to girls that are doing part of the casting team or broadcast team, do you think that helps make the future of esports look brighter for equality?
100%. I
Mm.
think seeing more women on broadcasts will also firstly will make the immature boys shut up a little, which would be good, and will also inspire, I think, some of the younger girls that are out there that are quiet and don't know how to talk in like the game as much, like just normal games and everything like that. So if they're in Valorant or whatever, they might feel safer to talk because there's
It's like
more
more,
representation in older
yeah,
levels.
yeah,
Does that
perfect.
make
That's
sense?
where, yeah, it does. So you have positive outlook for the future. Hopefully that day where
I don't know
it
how
doesn't
long it'll
matter.
take.
Yeah, God, gamers are stubborn, man.
Well,
Sorry.
yeah. Well, we'll keep going. Yeah,
But
I
I
like
do
it.
think it's getting better. I think things like the game changes, is that the right? Yeah, game changes, right?
It was the Valorant tournament
The
thing, yeah.
Valorant Women's League.
Mm.
I think they're really important.
Mm.
Not because women are worse at games or anything like that, but because there's not that many of us, and being able to see that other women exist, I think,
Mm.
is really important. It also gives us an environment where we can practice, where we can lift each other up, where we can vouch for each other,
Mm.
um, and support each other for just being who we like, without like while just being who we are,
Mm.
rather than
Yeah.
like
It's
I don't know how to explain
it's
it.
no, it's really
I think
funny.
you're doing a
So
good job.
yeah, so this is actually really funny. I'll bring up like a little statistic for you, and this is what me and Caffeinated Cutie, my partner, talk about quite often. Is back during the war, so when all men got conscripted, women wanted to watch games be played, so they started all the leagues that all the men were a part of. The women filled those
Aw.
leagues and put players in, right? And
That's amazing.
here's the thing: they got so popular when the men came back from war, they actually shut them down because no one was going to see men games. So again, like I love this point, and the point I'm trying to get here is moving forward, if we can promote that healthy girl leagues, men league, but then also a joint league where anyone's able to join, doesn't matter because we've got such a gender neutral sort of society nowadays. Getting such diversity is so important that we need to be able to bring every single one up, because we do know that there's this big the pay wage gap sort of in sports with females and stuff too. And I won't go down the rabbit hole too deep because it's probably a little off topic. But it would be nice to start seeing a little bit more being pushed out and a little bit more love given, because it's really important to everyone, because it's not just about gamers anymore, it's about everyone being a gamer. So I respect your answer and I really loved it. I just wanted to share a little bit of a statistic that in the past we've made mistakes, but it's good to hear someone who's on that side acknowledging that there is a future to come, if you know what I
Yeah.
mean.
Yeah, for sure. I think that it's very important to have environments where people feel safe
Mm.
and like able to grow without being judged too harshly.
Yeah.
And that's what I hope these leagues provide for these people, because it's tough out there.
Mm.
It's quite tough out there. And seeing, like, honestly, when I watch some broadcasts, and as you were mentioning before, the league in League of Legends, especially when you see a woman on screen and the chat goes wild, I do the mute and move on. I close the broadcast. I can't watch that. I can't watch the chat acts like that.
Mm.
So there are some broadcasts that I just can't watch. Because I don't want to see that, you know.
Mm.
And
Fair enough.
it people say mute and move on, but they don't realize how, like,
It's
that
not
can still
changing
be
anything.
damaging.
Yeah.
It's not changing anything. If you just kind of
It
ignore it,
doesn't.
it
Yeah.
doesn't change anything, and that like cycle is just going to continue. Because
But
I don't think half the time they're going to say like they're meaning it in like a negative way. They just say it and they think it's funny, like an inside joke, and they don't
Yeah.
realize the impact it actually has.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I think muting and moving on is important for my personal mental health. So I will do it to protect myself, right? It's because I don't want to get
Yeah, fuck
worked
that.
up over something like that, right?
Mm.
But then it also means I can't do anything to change it, because if I'm protecting myself, I can't really like help others as much, because I'm just fighting to survive. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, this is sort of coming towards the end of it now, Ricey, as we sort of get... I want to put out, before I get to my final question, which is always a wild card question. Corby doesn't even know what it is. I've just come up with it. Good luck, Corby. You're gonna struggle. But Ricey, do you have any questions for us? Do you have anything you'd like for us to answer for your side, or what would you like to know?
Okay, so how many questions am I allowed?
I'm gonna say two.
Two each?
Two general. Just go for it.
Well, okay, so I was going to... Okay, what do you think you can do to make the gender disparity and the gender experience, like the female experience, I guess, better?
I can take this one pretty quickly, Corby, if you want a second to think about it.
Oh, sure.
All right, so my stance on that is, if there is a conversation to be had about it, I'm doing something wrong. So if we're bringing up that question to start with, something's already wrong. So when you say, how do we stop it? It's not something you can stop, but it's something you can just say, this is not a part of where I am. So my stream is considered a safe space for everyone. Always has been, always will be. So my goal is, I don't get asked this question very often, because people know if they come in here, my ban hammer's pretty hard. If they start talking shit, they're gone. Simple as that. I don't tolerate it. I have a zero tolerance to it. So for me, being asked that sort of question is sort of just like, it's hard to answer, but I know the answer, because I believe if I just embody what I want to believe, which is everyone's accepted equally, then I don't need to have that question asked, because people believe in that.
Okay. Well, for me, I just keep doing what I'm doing. So I try and be like accepting of everyone like Pike, and I feel like if I can be a pillar in the community that helps support like female streamers, gamers, and stuff, like I just try and be as much as a good influence on the people that I can control over as I possibly can.
Yeah.
So if someone comes in and be a dick, at least I can be there as like a supportive figure too.
Yeah.
Because like I can shut someone down, talk to them out or whatever, but I feel like also being a part of the conversation is as strong as trying to shut people up as well. So it's like if I give people a platform to talk about what other people might not know, like is going on, it's just showing the other side of the coin. Because people actually just don't know that saying stupid boober stuff in chat actually affects people. They just think it's a joke half the time.
It's actually, so my ban hammer's not as hectic as I may have put it off as. I'll always talk to the person first. I'll gauge where they're at. If they're talking shit, I'll time them out. If they realize that, but if they keep going and you can see that, that's not what I want exposed to my people. That's what it is. Like, it's at the end of the day, if you're running a community, if you're in charge, it's on you to look after the people that are there sharing that experience, because your community, it is on you. So I think, yeah, I know Corvy's very much the same, but it's if there are people out there looking to pick a fight, I love those people that pick fights with me because I have such a strong stance that every time people come in, they're just like, all right, Pike's going to be on fucking fire. He's ready to go. He's been waiting for these comments. And I always do. I'm just like, oh, here we go. All right, let's go. What toxic thing do you want to say next, man? Let's get it going. And I'll G them up a little bit and I'll be like, all right, where are we going with this? And then, yeah, at the end of the day, they either get banned or they see that they're an idiot. Truthfully, yeah. Question two.
Ah.
Oh, what do you? How about this? I throw it back at you. What do you think that people outside of being a female streamer or people that are affected about it, what can they do?
So, I think you creating a community and setting standards within that community does help, for sure. I think also standing up. Like if you're in a game, the thing is, you guys play League of Legends, so you don't even have a voice chat, so it's a lot harder to stand up for the other people in the game, like in compared to Valorant and stuff like that.
I got mad fingers.
You got mad fingers.
I'm a weekend.
That's good to hear.
I'm a keyboard warrior.
Because I have been subjected to, sexual harassment or whatever, in game, out of game, on Twitch or whatever, and quite a few of the times, I don't know how to respond. And sometimes I'm in an environment where I can't just mute and move on. I have to take it. And I can't fight back because of the position I'm in or what I'm doing or anything like that. And feeling that sometimes I can't fight back because I'm just mentally distraught, as well. Like it affects me sometimes. And
so having someone on your side and not feeling alone is important.
That's very, very, very important. And you guys saying that's what you do inside your own community is really important. I don't know, if we have any influence on anybody outside of our community. So
do you think
only really influence people you can influence? So
sort of on that sort of tail end, do you think that comes down to having a clear communication and it should be okay to ask for help? I think that's a big thing. I know that the men's struggle is we don't know when to go and ask for support. So do you think that could be part of the equation too, Ricey, is if girls feel like they're having a rough time, or anyone, I guess, is it worth sending out the flag, sending out the beacon saying, hey, can someone help me? Do you think that's worth having, or do you think that gets hit with more sort of aggression potentially?
So you can't really ask for help in a public environment as easily.
Okay.
I have on occasion asked people for help privately, like in a private channel or in DMs, being like, hey, I need help. And sometimes nothing happens, they don't help. That's devastating. That's really, really devastating. Though they might be like, "Oh, you can do it yourself. Just ban them." But it's like, if I ban them, then I start a fight, as well, and I might not be in the emotional state to actually have that fight as well. So it's just nice having somebody there being like, "I'm here. It's okay. You can do it," or whatever. I'll be there to back you up if they disagree with you or whatever. That's fine. I'm still here.
So it's about having a good support network behind you.
The support network. It's very,
you
very
need to
important.
message someone though. I think that's so weird. Imagine being in a game and you're just chilling and you have to DM someone on fucking Discord, be like, oh my god, I just need someone.
I'm not talking about in game or anything like that. In game, you just move on. You're not easily gonna run into them again. I'm more being like, if I'm on stream,
that's so bizarre to me.
I guess that's the difference.
My moderator being like, I don't know how to solve this, and then my moderator will be like,
let's do this.
Might help support mentally, but also it's what I'm actually talking about is when I'm on broadcast, I'm on the screen.
Yep.
And I message the admins of the broadcast or the moderators of the broadcast saying, hey, what's going on? There's somebody in chat talking and making me uncomfortable. They're saying things about my body. Can we do something about it?
Okay.
And then they don't do anything about it.
So it's like the
That's
esports kind of scene.
I'm talking publicly. I'm talking like
Alright.
Yeah, okay.
Well, to
Like very
piggyback on
public.
that, sorry, I don't know how long. Wait, how are we going for time?
We're coming up to an hour, so we probably need to wrap up pretty quick.
Okay, well,
I can
alright,
keep
well,
talking.
No,
This is
it's
why
fine.
I'm a Twitch streamer. I can
Yeah.
talk nonstop.
Oh, so can we.
Pike and I have talked about this before.
Yeah.
LCO's moderation of Twitch chat is absurdly bad.
Yeah.
Do you think that can change? Like, do you get those weird tummy feelings from the LCO chat sometimes?
I've gotten it occasionally, but I've gotten it worse for other League of Legends events where I actually do feel nauseous and I have to
I-
close the tab.
I actually, I'm pretty sure I was on one of those with you, and I remember that very
Yeah,
strongly. That was one of the
There was
reasons.
another
Yeah.
one.
Yeah,
There
I
was
think,
another
yeah.
one as well.
I,
There's been two
yeah.
where I'm like, what on earth is going on? Do they have no moderators? And I actually see the moderators talking
Yeah.
to the people as well. And I'm like, what
Yeah.
is going on? And they just don't see any problem with it. And I just feel like I'm in an environment where I don't feel safe or wanted or anything. It's like I went on a broadcast, right?
Mhm.
And the broadcast, this was an in-person one. It was my first in studio one. I was really happy. It was really wonderful. It was an amazing experience. And one of the producers' wife or partner was there. And I never realized how important it was that she was there because I was the only other girl, right? And she was the other woman there. And then there were like, 5 or 6 other men there.
This
And-
is the 4Ds, 1R, and Corby situation again.
It never twigged to me that it was only just us two there until she went to a D&D game, right?
I love D&D.
And then after the broadcast, I went out there and they were all just chatting, after the broadcast, just chatting, being friends. And I never realized how self-conscious I was about being the only girl there. And I felt, it's not like I felt unsafe. I just felt so like, am I okay? Am I allowed here? Am I allowed to talk? Is
Boys
this
Club.
an environment I'm allowed to be in?
It's another whole story as well, Ricey. I've got more that I can share about LCO, but we might save that for after the interview because that's a whole other thing. Well, I'm gonna finish it off, Ricey. I have to finish it off with this
Okay,
last
sorry,
one. So
I can keep talking.
I know. That's why I'm gonna hit you with this last question. This is the one quick fire shot. Desert island. What is the one thing you take with you on a desert island?
That is completely random.
I told you.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the idea of the
That's the
final
whole point. I will throw these questions out. Last week was an awesome question. I can't ask it because it was last week. Go back and watch it, Ricey, if you want. But Desert Island, one item you have to take is the only thing you can take with you. You're allowed clothes, but no shoes. What do you take? Go. Corby, answer for you as well.
Yeah, I don't know. Can I have a boat?
A what?
Oh,
A boat?
boat?
boat
Nah,
sounds good.
no, you can't have a boat.
Oh, okay.
You
I
are
was
stuck on
wanting
the desert
water.
island. You
Can I
have
take No, wait. Something that can give me water, like
give you water.
foil, the
Yeah.
foil thing.
What if
Not
we gave
foil.
you... look, this is very high-tech stuff. We'll give you one of those things that you can stick into trees, and then the tree water comes out, so it's fresh water.
Yeah,
It's,
tree water.
it's like
I'll
a
take tree
sieve or
water.
something. Yeah, tree water. Done. Corby, what are you taking?
Like a hatchet or an axe or something.
Yeah, nice. Nice. I like that.
I want to murder, kill, and then be able to make shelter, I suppose.
Yeah.
I just want a water.
I just want water. Can I have a water, please?
You-
It's a
sure.
desert.
It's an
Wait, are there even
island.
trees?
Yeah, it's an island, not a desert.
Oh, it's a deserted island, not desert island.
Yeah.
Oh, a desert island. There'll be
the
Sundays
worst.
and fudge. oh, not a desert island.
Not a
yeah.
desert island.
Desert island, not a deserted island. Deserted means there's no one there.
Yeah, but a
Desert means it's
desert
sandy.
island means it's that.
Well, not
matcha
a
that you
desert
can't have.
island. No, but okay, whatever.
Well, I don't know what I'm thinking I might take like a really nice machete or something. Because then I can
Okay.
I can use a rock to turn into like an axe and shit, just for laughs.
I like how we both thought weapons, and Russ is like, how am I going to get
I need
sustenance?
to
Yeah.
survive.
I
Can
can
you
just-
get water from a machete?
You can drink blood.
I can threaten the
start with.
cloud.
You're a vampire.
Give me that water. Well, Ricey, thank you so much for joining us today. It has actually been an absolute blast having you on. I'm looking forward to
too, great.
Thursday, where we're going to be casting together. So Ricey was the surprise guest on the charity stream, guys. So she's going to be joining us. She's going to be
Oh, wait, nobody knew?
No, this is the first announcement. This is going out tomorrow before it all. I have to announce it.
Woo!
Yeah.
I'm a surprise guest.
And Corby wasn't invited.
It's fine, happens. bullying Corby. I love it. Yeah, this is great, guys. Just keep
Yes, this is the Bully Corby podcast special.
This is how I make my safe environment. I get bullied instead. This shit sucks. This shit sucks.
I said
I
no
wish
more
we
bully
had more
Corby.
time. I really wish we had more time. We had a lot of stuff that we could possibly talk about. So it kind of, yeah, sucks we don't have way more time to dive deeper into it. But I feel like starting the conversation is something at least.
Yeah, absolutely. So thank you so much, Ricey. If you could leave us with one message for female gamers out there, what would it be? Don't say give Corby 4Ps. That can't be it.
Dude.
Just can't say that one. That was mine.
So I was okay. My advice would be to create a support network. There is a difference between a support network and an echo chamber. So I don't want people to give people the wrong idea, but really for sure create a support network where you can get support whenever you need, and where you feel safe and wanted and needed and everything like that. What I was going to say when I thought support network was make friends, but
friends are good. Support network
friends are good.
is forever.
Support network is for yeah.
Well, thank you so much, Ricey. It's been an absolute pleasure. We'll have to have you back soon. Also, don't forget, Ricey will be joining us on the fantastic charity stream on Thursday. But until next time, thank you so much, Ricey. We'll see you soon.
Bye.
We're back, gamers. How we doing? End of interview. Sorry it had to wrap up so quick. We actually just spent another like 15 minutes talking to her off. We just ran out of time. It's so annoying.
Yeah.
I have to get it back on, man.
We got onto the real deep stuff too, and we're sort of like, damn, this would have been fantastic. And I feel bad that we're telling you that we got into deep stuff. But look, behind closed doors, sometimes you got to have nice conversations and get to know people. So nice to have another fan, like a face that we can actually get to know and see at events and stuff too. Another person big in the community, that we can start building a really good community ourselves in not only esports but Twitch and online.
Yeah, you said it before when we were just chatting to her off to the side, off broadcast. It's always good if more people want to come on and they know that this is a safe space where they can speak up and speak their mind. Because like usually if they go, I don't want to say to other places could be worse, or if they speak up on their own, it might not have the same support network like what she was talking about. So like if we do something like this in the future, it could be beneficial to get more people on. It'll let them know that they can speak their mind and speak their truth, and we can just listen.
It's about having an open conversation, open dialogue. It's not about right or wrong. It's about expressing who you are, what your thoughts are, how you want to see things change. That's what I want.
Yeah, exactly. She said it's one person's opinion, so we can get more people on. Anyway, we'll close the book on that. That was very interesting and pretty deep.
Yeah.
So, yeah, man.
Really nice, especially for the time of the month and everything and all that. It's nice.
Yeah, so, consistent conversation we should still have throughout the year, but I think it was just poetic to have it in this month. So
yeah. All right, well, LCO, guys. We're back onto the old LCO, just as the latest LCO gossip just pops up. We've got a little bit, we'll probably do like our predictions. There are some games on like right now as we're recording, so I'm probably going to have to go back and see who wins. But we've got some pretty big things that have come out of it. Hey, like the quick recap that we can go through. There
is LCO on now. Damn, dude! Oh my god! I wrote up who's gonna be. Anyway, all right, cool. Yeah, let's go back through the recap of games that happened over the last week. There was like 4 games. Do you want to go through them?
Yeah, let's do it. So Kanga got kicked out. GZ actually picked up the win in a 2-1. Really quite good.
No, Kanga kicks out GZ, sorry.
Yes, that's right.
I wrote this down very weird.
Yeah, opposite ways. Yeah, Kanga actually took the W there. That's pretty big, considering GC was looking really strong.
They look so nice against Thieves.
Online, yeah.
It sucks about the PC boom.
Yeah, just... it's a whole nother thing. Yeah, but again, GZ was looking really good, really on form, and Kanga just looked better.
Kanga came out. They were just the stronger team on the day. So, look, we heard from on our last podcast, Felixis actually gave a PC to the person on GZ whose computer blew up.
Yep.
So it's like, imagine doing all that work, they still lose.
Yeah,
unlucky.
That brings us on to the next set of games, which was Direwolves versus PGG. Is this now the two summoners curse?
Dude, I don't want to say that. We won't get anyone else on.
Yeah, I
No,
know.
it was them. They just dropped the ball.
I
They
think
just
they
dropped
did.
the ball.
Yeah.
They fumbled the bag.
No, at the
But-
same time, I was watching those games. PGG were really on
Fuck,
form.
man.
Like, we
Fuck.
thought Direwolves were on it. Like, these best of threes are showing these teams. Like, they are not letting loose. PGG, like,
Yeah.
every time Direwolves tried to say something, PGG has answered, but just screamed it in their face. So they did a really, really good job. And I'm curious to see how Direwolves can come back in the next one and do a little bit better. So it's going to be quite interesting. Any thoughts on that game as well before we jump into the next one?
No, 100% agree. Hit the nail on the head. Yeah, PGG showed up. They look good.
Yeah.
Direwolves look a lot worse, but they looked really strong in the best ones, so who knows?
Bliss vs Chiefs. Wow. This was such a nail biter.
It was. The game one, I felt like, was kind of like a warm-up game. Chiefs still looked better. Bliss came in really good game 2, and then, I don't know, tripped over their own sword game 3.
It's legit. This is what they've been saying everywhere. It's just like, you got to pick the right bot lane. Yeah, they picked Draven Soraka in the 3rd game. There's some sort of reason why they're picking it, but I just think, my own personal opinion, Soraka is hot trash in pro play. All she's got is a silence that wishes basically one thing to keep your team alive. Doesn't matter when you've got versing a fucking Zeri, who's just going to blast these guys into oblivion. Zeri almost one-shot the Yone and took out half of the Cassante's health 2 items deep. Like, fuck that bullshit. So,
Yeah.
Soraka was a bad call. Don't know what Bliss was thinking there. Do better. Benvi, you can do better than that. Please. Just
Yeah, I like how you're throwing them under the bus here. This is a good side of Papa Pike that I like to hear, dude. Yeah. No, I kind of agree. I feel like it came down to like what was the better picks in game 3.
Red side.
I don't want to say it was lost in draft, but I would like to think that a couple of the first early deaths definitely cemented their loss. And look, Chiefs kind of just rolled them over. It was very clean.
Best of 3s is basically this, right? If you win the coin flip, you win the series. Yeah. Because red side is so much stronger right now. You get the counter pick. You can, because there's so many counter picks now into these particular picks. As long as you're drafting well, you win by scaling. You win by 2-3 items as an AD carry. So I don't know. I'm getting very defensive about it. That's fine, but we can move on. So tonight's games that are currently going on right now, I haven't looked at the games yet, so I'm still good to do my predictions. So Direwolves, who the hell is MEC?
Mammoth Esports Club. I rather MMM. I like the
I prefer
Why do they have to change it up?
Yeah.
This is free. We have Alexis on, so he also gets the podcast bias. But honestly, without even the bias, Direwolves should easily yoink this away.
Sorry, Macca, but I've got to go with the coach here. Yeah, Direwolves get 2-0 for that.
Yeah.
Mammoth's out. It has to be. Now, Bliss vs Kanga, though, that's actually an interesting one.
This could be a closer set of games, because Kanga got kicked out. Kanga kicked out GZ rather. I feel like they're in a decent spot with experience in the best ofs, but I think Bliss, how they showed themselves against Chiefs, they look like a really strong team. So I think Bliss are probably going to take this away.
Like, I'm a Chiefs fan. I've been a Chiefs fan for a while now. Like, I think I don't want to discount Bliss like that. I think Kanga has, 100% stepped up, but I think Bliss is still looking well on form. I'm a Brisbane boy, so I'm backing these two teams regardless. So watching them fight each other hurts my soul, because I'm just like, just both of you win. Like, can't you both go to PCS? So I think Bliss is going to be really on form against Kanga. Not to say Kanga can't do it, but I think... Bliss has got something. Why not's really stepping up this season.
Yeah, it's like what you said. It's like Chiefs are like the go-to. You kind of like judge all the teams off Chiefs. Yeah, it feels so. If Bliss do decent versus Chiefs, they're gonna be pretty good.
Yeah, exactly.
We saw Peace look really good against Chiefs, so we're like, oh fuck. But I mean, it doesn't matter for them anymore.
Yeah, no, that's a whole. So Direwolves versus Direwolves or Mammoth. So it's basically Direwolves versus PGG again. The showdown, match.
This could be a better set of games if Direwolves look and really critique their 2-0. I still believe that everyone on broadcast did the 2-1 Direwolves win. I think this is a 2-1 Direwolves win. I really think they just need to wake up, and it should be good.
No, I trust Val honestly on this. He's added me on Discord, so I've got to back him again anyway. We're now friends technically by internet rules.
Besties.
Yeah. So look, Direwolves. I think they're gonna pull something out of their hat. I feel like the only difference is, and I want Direwolves to win. PGG have been playing in the PCS servers. they've been playing a
Yeah.
whole nother ball game. While all of OS is playing checkers, they're playing chess. So
Yeah.
I think PGG really can't be put out. So I'm going to give it a 2-1 Direwolves as well. I think.
Okay,
I
good.
think it's going to be something big there. I think PGG is going to get a good win in there, and it's going to be like, oh shit, that's hectic. But okay, Bliss or Kanga versus Chiefs.
So we chose Bliss to win, right?
I chose Bliss to win.
We Bliss v Chiefs.
Yeah, so it's a rematch again. So it's double rematch that week. That's going to be really nice.
I think we're going to see a very similar 2-1
Yeah, 2-1
or a
for
2-0.
sure.
Yeah, look,
don't
I think
think
Chiefs. I think Chiefs are just better in best ofs.
Yeah.
We said that in the regular split. Also, I don't know if Lix has just had his tinfoil hat on, but saying that some teams threw games to put themselves on the ladder to get
Yeah.
easier matchups. Look, Chiefs could have been doing that. They just didn't look strong in best of ones. Best of threes, their territory. I think they're going to take a dubski.
Yeah, I think they're going to take that one home too. I think it's going to be a 2-1. I think 2-0's a little bit rich considering Bliss is still looking good. Second game, I think we'll go Bliss. I think it's going to go 1 Chiefs. They'll get the coin flip. And if I get this correct, guys, I think someone should give me 10 subs onto my channel. Then give Corby 10 subs. I think that's only fair. Or split the difference, 5 subs each. Let's just go with that. I think, yeah, Chiefs are going to get flip. They're going to win first game. Bliss is going to come back in the second game. We're going to see something really pocket pick coming out of Why Not. I'm expecting potentially like an Elise or something again where he's been looking really hot. And then we're going to jump over and Chiefs are just going to steamroll one more time. Raze is going to get something absolutely bonkers. Like I'm thinking of Felios, maybe a Zeri again, and just walk on top of everyone. I'm calling it out. I'm getting better with my knowledge, Corby. I'm stepping it up.
Yeah, no, dude. I hit the nail on the head. Very good.
Yeah.
I 100% agree with what you just broke down. So, yeah, true. I think only it could be 2-0 if Chiefs want to flex, but I still think they may drop a game. But I would like to think 2-0 because, as you are, I too am a fan of Chiefs. I think I'm more of a fan of Chiefs in the best of series because I don't know how they go in ones. So, yeah, no, I'll give it to them for sure. And GG's. I think that's where we can end our predictions.
I think
I
it's
go
gonna
to
end
the
it.
finals after that.
Yeah, we've already done our random question of the day, so let's put that same question out to you, the viewers. Sorry, podcast viewers, you can't comment anything, but we love you so much, so keep being you, stay golden. But YouTube, guys, pop into the comments section if you're still with us, which we hope you are. If you could take one piece of equipment on a desert island, says a deserted, not a desert island, it's not made of sand.
Desert?
It's a desert island, free Sundays. What would it be? Don't say spoons. Because there's no dessert, there's no ice cream. It's,
Okay, I'm just like spoons.
that was the joke. You said a dessert. I was like, dude, your camera just
camera
died
just
right
shut
at the
off.
end. Wow,
Oh,
classic.
whatever.
Well, as the camera has died, we're gonna end it there. Corby, thank you so much for joining us. Well, you're not
Oh
joining
man,
us,
it's
you're
been a
here.
great one.
You're a staple.
Yeah, week 8, dude. Done.
Week 8.
That was good.
We're coming up to 10 weeks, man. How hectic is that?
Oh my god.
We're gonna be entering PCS stages. We're gonna have to find more shit to talk about.
Dude, I feel like when it comes down, we always have people on like almost every week now. So I feel like half the time I want to keep talking to them, but we're just running closer and closer to like that over hour mark where we want to keep to around an hour.
Yeah, we're trying to keep it as close as possible. Hour and a half is a bit too long. Hour 15 is not too bad as we're ending up on that. So from all of us here, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, gamers alike, I have been Papa Pike and he's been...
Coffee. Oh, I hate this, dude.
And we'll see you on the next adventure. Take it easy.
See you.